Welcome to the Blanco Wellness Podcast. Thank you for being here. Take a breath, settle in, and let's talk today about something you already know from direct experience, and that traditional Chinese medicine has been describing with unusual precision for over 2,000 years. Think about 2 mornings. The first, you wake up and something is simply there. A quality of readiness, of being present in your own body, of having something available to bring to the day. The mind is clear. The body feels light. There is no particular reason for it. You did not do anything extraordinary. It is simply there. Then think about the second morning. You slept the same number of hours. The circumstances are similar, and yet something is absent. A fog sits between you and the day. Simple things require more effort than they should. You are moving through your life, but not quite inhabiting it. You are tired in a way that sleep did not fully address. Most people have experienced both of these states repeatedly, and most people have very little framework for understanding what the difference actually is or what to do about it. Traditional Chinese medicine offers one of the most developed and practically useful frameworks available. At its center is a concept called qi, pronounced qi, the vital life force or animating energy that moves through all living things, and that, in the Chinese understanding, is the primary determinant of genuine health and genuine vitality. Qi is not a metaphor, though it can be approached as one without losing much of its usefulness. It is, in the classical description, the fundamental energy that powers every function of the body and mind: digestion, circulation, immunity, thought, emotion, the capacity for repair and recovery. When qi is abundant and moving freely, the person experiences something like the first morning described above, a quality of genuine vitality that is distinct from the mere absence of symptoms. When qi is depleted through chronic overwork, insufficient rest, poor nourishment, sustained stress, or living persistently against the grain of natural rhythms, the second morning becomes the default experience, and the depletion, if unaddressed, eventually produces conditions that are more difficult to reverse. The language of energy, of something being depleted or restored, stagnant or flowing, maps directly onto experiences that most people have had but struggle to name in the framework of conventional health. You have probably noticed that certain people leave you feeling more energized after time with them, while others leave you consistently drained. That certain activities replenish something while others consume it, even when they are not physically demanding. That your energy is not simply a function of how many hours you slept, but of something more complex: the quality of your nourishment, the degree of your stress, the alignment or misalignment between how you are living and what your body and spirit actually need. Qi is the word for what is being replenished and depleted in all of these exchanges. Traditional Chinese medicine identifies several primary sources through which qi is cultivated and several primary ways in which it is lost. Sleep and genuine rest are among the most fundamental, not rest as passive waiting between periods of activity, but genuine recovery in which the body's repair processes can operate without being overridden by the demands of wakefulness. Food is described as one of the most important daily medicines available, not in a prescriptive sense, but in the recognition that what we eat becomes the raw material from which the body manufactures its energy, and that warm, nourishing, genuinely attended to meals support this process in ways that hurried, careless eating does not. Gentle movement, walking, tai chi, qigong, stretching, allows qi to circulate rather than stagnate, which is why the body tends to feel better after moderate movement than after extended stillness, even when it was tired before the movement began. Stress deserves particular attention because it is perhaps the most significant and most commonly unaddressed drain on qi in contemporary life. Not the acute stress of genuine challenge, which tends to produce focus and resolve, but the chronic background stress of a life that never fully stops demanding, the constant stimulation, the perpetual connectivity, the feeling of always being slightly behind something. This kind of stress does not produce physical exhaustion in the conventional sense. It produces something more pervasive, an energetic depletion that leaves the person physically present, but not quite fully there, going through the motions of a life without the vitality to actually inhabit it. TCM would describe this as scattered qi, attention and energy dispersed across so many simultaneous demands that nothing receives the quality of presence it deserves. The practices that address this, meditation, breathwork, time in genuine nature, periods of genuine quiet, are not luxuries or supplements to the serious business of life. In the TCM understanding, they are the maintenance of the primary resource. Because without qi, without that quality of genuine vitality and genuine presence, everything else in life, the relationships, the work, the experiences, the simple pleasure of being alive, is experienced through a filter of depletion rather than received in full. As we close today, I want to leave you with a question worth sitting with honestly. Not about your productivity, not about your schedule, not about what you need to accomplish, but about your energy. How is your qi right now, genuinely? What in your life is currently nourishing it, and what is consistently taking from it? Because that assessment, made honestly and acted on with genuine care, is where the practice of this tradition actually begins. Your energy is not something to be managed until it runs out. It is something to be tended daily, with the same attention you would give to anything else worth keeping well. Thank you for being here with me today. Until next time, be well.